Hi, I'm Vickie Beineke, traditional naturopath, and I'm located in Taylor, South Carolina, which is close to Greenville, South Carolina. And I ran into this lovely lady, Susan Mcclelland, who was in a Greenville group, but realized it was Greenville, Ohio, not Greenville, South Carolina. But we love serendipitous events. We love when things happen. So she and I connected and we chatted. And I said, more people need to know about you and what you do because we are in the age group that people are wanting to get healthier, to strengthen their bodies. And I'm not a coach on physical fitness. That's why I kind of reached out to her. And so, Susan, just kind of give us a little rundown of who you are, what you've done in the past, and what you're doing now to help women with their physical fitness.
Well, I've been basically active most of my life. I am actually 67 years old right now. And it's just activity is the fountain of youth. If you want to stay active, I always say my ultimate goal is to get off the toilet when I'm in my 80s. The
Yes.
women in my family live to their 90s. So if I can accomplish still getting off the toilet, then I am blessed. So my background is I've done several endurance races, triathlons, a couple marathons, several half marathons, kind of led into did 6 years in martial arts training. And then we end up moving from Florida to Texas. And so I kind of switched over to, I love the physical fitness part, a lot of movement.
Mhm.
So my daughter was getting ready to get married, and like all brides, they want to get all skinny and pretty and for their wedding dress. So she talked me into doing this new thing coming out. It was basically only out like 4 or 5 years.
Oh,
So we
sure.
got into that, and I don't know, I just loved it from the get go. Who would have thought I would ever like lifting weights? Because I never lifted one in my life. And I'm in my 50s at this point, and I am a retired cardiac nurse. So during this time, I'm still working full time. And then we moved to Texas, and I just kind of started going to the CrossFit gyms and doing my own thing. And here we are 14 years later, and I retired from nursing. And I just see so many women our age that kind of, especially my age, that grew up with women don't lift weights, they'll get all bulky. Well, that's far from the truth. And they're just told that it's just not a feminine thing to do. At least that's what we grew up with.
Right.
So, and it's what I call old school, and new school is just pretty much the complete opposite now. To fight menopause and osteoporosis and osteopenia, lifting weights or resistance training or whatever your ability
Mhm.
is the way to fend it off.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm 58, I'll be 59 in June. And when I was telling a couple of my cohorts that I was going to be doing some lift weight, lifting weights and weight training, they're like, "Oh, you're going to turn into like a bulky woman, like you were saying, like you're going to look like a man." I'm like, "No, I'm not going to be a
No,
man."
it doesn't work that way, actually. We don't have the testosterone level men have, for one thing.
Right.
And it's just, it doesn't, if anything, it just doesn't work that way. Muscle is denser, so it takes less space. And but on the same note, women say, I want to get toned.
Mhm.
Well, I hate to tell them this, but toning is muscle. So that's what you're
Absolutely.
saying, only in an old fashioned way is toning. You really
Mhm.
want muscle. And
Right.
it's just all the new way. Like I said, our age group or my age group, they still can't get past the part that I look like a man. And we're just not built that way.
Right. So you help women actually that come to you physically, right? At your house. So they come and work out in your
Mhm.
garage with equipment and things that you have there. So how has that been going and how long have you been doing that?
Well, I just moved here to Ohio back in November, December. So actually, my gym it's been only up and running for about 2 months now, actually.
Okay, awesome.
So it's going well. I got like 4 or 5 women starting. I just had a new one start, and all but one are grandmothers.
That is
They're
so awesome. I love that.
they're in their early 60s, or one's just a year younger than I am. And they're like, yeah, this is great.
Yes,
One that just deadlifted 175 pounds.
that's
So
awesome.
she was like, oh, my old record was 150, and that was like 4 years ago. So she's done it a little bit before, but she got out of it for because life took over for a while. But she wants to get back to it, and she's making great gains. So another belief is we're too old to build muscle. No,
Right,
we're not.
right. Yeah, I've heard that as
We
well.
are not. No, I mean, that's really the one thing that will rebuild well into
Yes,
your older age. Will I be as strong as 20? Probably not. But will I be as like I was in my 20s and 30s? No, I don't guarantee that, but I will guarantee you'll be better than you were yesterday.
absolutely, absolutely. But I've heard people say that too, that, oh, I'm
Mhm.
too old to do that now. I'm too, I'm like, no, you're not.
No, and sometimes I don't think doctors help a whole lot either, because my sister-in-law, who's just a year younger than I am, uh, has gone through menopause and everything, of course. And she said her doctor told her, don't bother lifting weights because you don't have any hormones, so you can't build muscle. I said, well, I said, what about me?
Yeah.
I said, I think I just totally proved him wrong on that one. So,
Yeah.
um, like I
Well, of
said,
course, everyone is different. We got to take
yeah,
into account, wherever their fitness level is or their health level, everybody has to, uh, I think working with a personal trainer is the best way to go because they can assess where you're at. They look at everything to know what you need to do, how you need to do it, how to build that up instead of just going and doing whatever and then giving up because you're like, oh, this is too hard. I don't know what I'm doing,
right,
or you get
right.
injured because you're doing it incorrectly. And so, yeah,
The biggest thing is this: they say, well, I don't really know what to do in the gym. I don't know. They don't know how to organize a workout. You can go in there and throw a bunch of weights around, but unless you really kind of organize it and work it in certain ways, and you won't get where you want to go as well. I won't say you won't get there, but it will certainly take a whole lot longer. And most of them say they just like it for the accountability too.
right. Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I mean, I have one that likes to do some short races, mud runs, and things like that. And she said, but I have no muscle strength, muscles. She said, so I know I got to get those. I said, yeah, and especially if you want to climb up some of those walls you got to climb up on these mud runs, you need to start
Yes.
building that upper body. So she is. We're working on that. So
Good. Good. So if we don't live in Ohio near your area, which a lot of us don't, you do have a Facebook group and you help people through there asking questions, answering questions. Let me see if I can share that real quick. And then if someone wants to work with you that doesn't live in Ohio, then what can they get a hold of you through this Facebook group? Or what's the best way to get a hold of you?
That absolutely can get hold of me through the Facebook group. A lot of my
Oh, nice.
clients who want to just DM me
Okay.
through it. They ask to join the group, and I let them in, and then they usually DM me.
Okay.
You also can get a hold of me by email, which is ironandage@gmail.com.
Okay. And I'll put this link to her Facebook group as well as her email in the description below this video later. But wanted to just show you that, yeah, she answers training, information, nutrition, shopping. And so people can just ask questions and,
Mm-hmm.
it's wonderful that you do this for people. So I just, I just really wanted to connect with you and let women know in our age groups, my age group, your age group, that, we can do this and there are people
Oh, for
out there
sure.
doing it. And, just connect with someone that resonates with you. I know that when we first talked a while back, I call them these teeny boppers, these these really young 20 somethings that,
Yeah,
and that's okay for the 20 somethings,
right.
but I'm not a 20 something anymore, and so it's important to find someone that you resonate with, someone who can help you along your journey. And I just wanted to give an opportunity to help you get the word out there about what you do
Oh,
because
thank
I think
you.
it's fabulous. And
I'm trying. It's an uphill battle,
yeah, I
but
hear you.
it's I think it's a winning battle, though. I think
Absolutely.
a lot of women are like, I want to go do this, but they just have to get past, I think, how we were brought up a lot in the old school. And that's hard to do when, it's been drummed to you for a long time.
Right.
And like I tell my clients, I said, old school, it was this. I said, this is new school. Let's stay
Right.
with the times. Let's keep up.
Yes.
So, um, but most of my women, they come in, they do anything I throw at them, and usually with a big smile, but they always walk out saying, "Oh, it was good," and
Yeah.
they'll say, "See you next time."
Good, good.
So I think they're enjoying it. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I had them boxing the other day.
Oh, I love boxing. That just
Yeah,
gets
oh
your
yeah.
frustrations out,
They were
put
just
those
like,
gloves on.
"Oh." I had one come in and said, "I need to hit something. I'm frustrated." I said, "All right, let's do
Yes.
it."
That's right. That's right.
So,
Put on some jamming music and just go to it.
yeah, that's where the 6 years of martial arts come in.
Well, listen, Susan, I don't want to make this a long video because I'm finding that, the longer they are, people don't want to watch them. But, I think short and sweet is the best.
Mhm.
But thank you for taking time out of your day to day to come on and share with us a little bit about what you're doing. And again, I'll put her information in the description of this video later so you can reach out to Susan if you're interested in connecting with her.
Well,
So
thank you so much. I
you're
appreciate it.
welcome. You're welcome. So we will see you next time.
All right.